listening multiple choice questions, the questions come in order. So first, you will hear the answer for question 1, then you will hear answer for question 2. Then it will go on like this. Read the question first. Of course, you will always be given some time to look at questions beforehand, like 30 seconds, and sometimes between the questions, you will be given time to look at the questions. So always look at the questions first. Listen for 2 answers. So if you miss one answer, you will catch the other one. And when you have finished, the listening that audio, you can go back if you miss it, and you can make an educated guess. You can just guess it from the memory. You can think what can it be, and you can make a guess, because if it is wrong or not, if it is wrong, you won't lose points, but if it is true, you will gain 1 point from that. So don't leave anything blank, just do the question. Yes. This type of questions usually come in part 2 or 3, but of course you can see it in the part 1 too. And look for synonyms and paraphrasing. In the question, maybe the question will be the same, but the answers will be paraphrased. Let's say it will say it is said, and in the passage, in the question, you will see it is like anticipated, like it is mentioned. So you will hear some synonyms and you will hear paraphrasings. So look out for that one and don't miss it. There are 2 types of multiple choice question. First one is you are supposed to choose 2, 3 answers among the options. And the other ones, for the one question, you are supposed to choose one answer. We will see both types in our audios. The speaker will most likely talk about or mention every option. Like let's say our question is, what is the most favorite flavor? What is your most favorable flavor in ice cream? And we will hear Jessie likes vanilla ice cream, strawberry ice cream, but her favorite ice cream flavor is chocolate. So in the question, for example, I will be asked for what is the most favorite flavor in ice cream. So my answer will be chocolate, but I heard the strawberry ice cream, vanilla ice cream, and chocolate ice cream. So you should pay attention to that ones. And pay attention to the linking words, pay attention to the linking words. Sorry, we are usually not turning on our cameras in this session. Pay attention to the although, because, even though, but, these types of linking words, because they are tricky words and they will change the answer. So pay attention to that words. Yes. If you don't have any questions, I will repeat our questions. If you have any question, you can unmute yourself and ask it. Okay. And this is an interactive lesson, so we will look at the questions together. And when I start the audio, when I heard the answer, I will stop the audio and I will expect you to answer the questions. You can answer them from the chat part. I will be looking at them. Let's see. Now, this is a type of question that you are supposed to choose 2 letters. It says question 11 to 12, so it is from the section 2. Choose 2 letter A to E. Which 2 things does the Alice say about the Dolphin Conversation Trust? Children make up the most of the membership. It's the country's largest conservation organization. It helps finance campaigns for change in the fishing practices. It employs several dolphin experts full-time. The volunteers help in various ways. And it says choose the correct letter. Now, this is the type of the multiple choice question that you should choose only one answer. Why is Alice so pleased the trust has won the Charity Commission Award? It has brought in extra money, it made the work of the trust better known, it has attracted more members. Alice says oil exploration causes problems to dolphins because of noise, because of oil lakes, because of movement of ships. Alice became interested in dolphins when she saw one swimming near the home. She saw one swimming near her home, when she heard a speaker at her school, or when she reads a book about them. So, let's start listening our audio. When I hear the answer, I will stop the audio and I will expect you to give me answer. Let's start.
Today we're pleased to have on the show Alice Bussell from the Dolphin Conservation Trust. Tell us about the trust, Alice.
Well, obviously its purpose is to protect dolphins in seas all around the world. It tries to raise people's awareness of the problems these marine creatures are suffering because of pollution and other threats. It started 10 years ago and it's one of the fastest growing animal charities in the country, although it's still fairly small compared with the big players in animal protection. We're particularly proud of the work we do in education. Last year, we visited a huge number of schools in different parts of the country, going round to talk to children and young people aged from 5 to 18. In fact, about 35% of our members are children.
Oh.
The charity uses its money to support campaigns, for example, for changes in fishing policy and so forth. It hopes soon to be able to employ its first full-time biologist with dolphin expertise to monitor populations. Of course, many people give their services on a voluntary basis, and we now have volunteers working in observation, office work, and other things. I should also
Were you able to hear the audio? We have A, B, or A. We have A and C. A, E, or D. A. Let's hear it again. First question, always the most difficult one. Don't worry, you will get used to hearing it after the first question.
schools in different parts of the country was awareness of the problems these marine creatures.
Today we're pleased to have on the show Alice Bussell from the Dolphin Conservation Trust. Tell us about the trust, Alice.
Well, obviously its purpose is to protect dolphins in seas all around the world. It tries to raise people's awareness of the problems these marine creatures are suffering because of pollution and other threats. It started 10 years ago and it's one of the fastest growing animal charities in the country, although it's still fairly small compared with the big players in animal protection. We're particularly proud of the work we do in education. Last year, we visited a huge number of schools in different parts of the country, going round to talk to children and young people aged from 5 to 18. In fact, about 35% of our members are children.
It says 35%. It says 35%. This is like the 1/3 in from the volunteers, membership. This is not the most of it. If it is like 51 or above, we can say most of our memberships are children. But now it says 35%. Okay, it is a big number, but it is not the most of the memberships. So my answer is not A.
The charity uses its money to support campaigns, for example, for changes in fishing policy and so forth. It hopes soon to be able to employ its first full-time biologist with dolphin expertise to monitor populations. Of course, many people give their services on a voluntary basis, and we now have volunteers working in observation, office work and other things.
Now let me take the answers again. E, very good. It says we have volunteers working in like desk somewhere. So they have volunteers. They're helping them in various ways. And C, it helps finance campaigns for changes in the fishing practices. Yes, it doesn't say fishing practices, but it says fishing something else. Very good, Farzin. Very good, Priyanka. Oh, hello, Priyanka. Hello, Suman. Yes, Hanish, it is C and E. Very good, Josephine. Like D, it employs several dolphin experts full-time. Actually, they only have one dolphin experts. It says we have one dolphin experts, something like that. Although we have many members in a voluntary base that are helping us in blah, blah, blah. Biologist, yes, I'm saying dolphin experts, but I'm not sure if it's a real thing or not. Yes, it makes my answer C and E. It helps finance campaigns for changes in fishing practices and volunteers help in various ways. Now, 13 and 14. Why is Alice so pleased the trust has won the Charity Commission Award? And Alice says oil exploration causes problems to dolphins because of something. Let's see.
I should also tell you about the award we won from the Charity Commission last year for our work in education. Although it's not meant an enormous amount of money for us, it has made our activities even more widely publicised and understood. In the long term, it may not bring in extra members, but we're hoping it'll have this effect.
Is it possible to see dolphins in
Are we agreed on B? As you can see, they have mentioned, Alice mentioned every option. She talked about the money, but said that it's like little money. And she talked about in the future, it may attract more members, but now they are not expecting it now. And yes, it makes my answer B. It made the work of the trust known better. I think this T should be in capital letter. Maybe it is my mistake. And yes, Alice says oil exploration causes problems to dolphins because of something. Let's hear it. Very good, my students. I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 answers. Not bad. I want other ones to join our conversation too.
UK waters?
Yes, in several locations. And we have a big project in the east part of Scotland. This has long been a haven for dolphins because it has very little shipping. However, that may be about to change soon because oil companies want to increase exploration there. We're campaigning against this because although there'll be little pollution from oil, exploration creates a lot of underwater noise. It means the dolphins can't rest and socialize. This is how I became...
But do you think about the answer? Do they make noise, oil leaks, or movement of ships? Very good. Yes, it says explorations make lots of underwater noise. Yes, it is noise. Poor dolphins. Alice became interested in dolphins when... I think she was about to say that. Let's continue from here.
It means the dolphins can't rest and socialize. This is how I became interested in dolphin conservation in the first place. I had never seen one, and I hadn't been particularly interested in them at school. Then I came across this story about a family of dolphins who had to leave their home in the Moray Firth because of the oil companies, and about a child who campaigned to save them. I couldn't put the book down. I was hooked.
Yes, she read a book about them. I was hooked. Yes, we are here. We heard lots of phrasal verbs. They couldn't something down. She couldn't put the book down, and she said, "I was hooked." Hook like the Captain Hook. So she was so interested, so intrigued by it. So she was so passionately reading it. Hooked. Hook is this thing. Okay, very good. She read a book about them. If we are ready, I will continue. Let me see, question 11 to 13. So again, it is from section 2. And it says, talk to the new kitchen assistant. According to the manager, what do most people like about the job of kitchen assistant? Job of kitchen assistants. 12. The manager is concerned about some of the new stuffs, jewelry, hairstyles, shoes. The manager says that the day is likely to be busy for kitchen stuff because it is a public holiday, the head chef is absent, the restaurant is almost fully booked. Book, I think you know the vocabulary here, okay. 13, only kitchen staff who are 18 or older are allowed to use the waste disposal unit, the electric mixer, the meat slicer. Let me see. Book is like the making reservation to a place. Yes, or you can book a flight ticket too. It's making a reservation, and it says absent is not here. The chef is not here. Let me see. Meat slicer. I think that's all. And I think this one will be a tricky one because it says who are 18 or older are allowed to use. Older or above. So I think some tricks will be there. Yes, 18 plus. Okay, let's hear our audio.
Good morning, everyone. My name's Joy Parkins, and I'm the restaurant manager. And I understand that none of you have had any previous experience as kitchen assistants. Well, you might be feeling a bit nervous now, but most of our kitchen assistants say they enjoy the work. Okay, they might get shouted at sometimes, but it's nothing personal. and they're pleased that they have so many different things to do, which means they never get bored. And
Salman, you are getting better. Yes, it is A. Noor. Hello, Noor. Yes, Hanish. Thank you. Thank you, Josephine. Thank you for the answers. Yes, I think that's all. Let's continue.
tell you straight away that if you do well, we might think about moving you up and giving you some more responsibility. Right, well, you've all shown up on time, which is an excellent start. Now, I'm glad to see none of you have unsuitable footwear, so that's good. You need to be careful as the floors can get very wet and slippery. Those of you with long hair have got it well out of the way, but some of you'll need to remove your rings and bracelets. Just put them somewhere safer today. And remember to leave them at home tomorrow, as they can be a safety hazard. Now,
Yes, I have concern. Concerned is worried somehow, like you are not relaxed about this. You have some thoughts on your mind. You are concerned. Yes, it is. Let me see. It is jewelry. They say about the bracelet and the earrings. I'm not sure about the, but jewelry means that one. Like you put the fashion things. Yes, so it is jewelry. She says, so I see that some of you have long hairs, but like I'm putting it aside, but you should pay attention to the like jewelry, your bracelet. And she says, leave them at home. Hanish, do you want to ask something? Or is it a hi? Hello. Let's continue.
It's going to be a busy day for you all today. We don't have any tables free for this evening, and only a few for lunch. Fortunately, we've got our head chef back. He was away on holiday all last week, which meant the other chefs had extra work. Now, I'll tell you a bit more about the job in a minute, but
Do you want to listen to it again? Sorry, it is my mistake. Let's listen to it again. This is not the correct option. I couldn't undo it.
now it's going to be a busy day for you all today. We don't have any tables free for this evening, and only a few for lunch. Fortunately, we've got our head chef back. He was away on holiday all last week, which meant the other chefs had extra work. Now, I'll tell you a bit more about the job in a minute, but first, some general
Yes, very good, my students. Let me see. Very good, Jaipa. Very good, Happy. Very good, Suman. Very good, Farzin. And very good, Kareha. It says, we are fortunate that we have our head chef back. She was absent last week. Now we have her back. And she say at the beginning of her sentence, we have no free room left for the supper. So the restaurant, it means the restaurant is almost fully booked. They have no place for the dinner, and they have only a few places for the lunch. So it is almost fully booked. So this is my correct answer. And now, only kitchen staff who are 18 or older are allowed to use 18 or older.
Regulations. For all of you, whatever your age, there's some equipment you mustn't use until you've been properly trained, like the waste disposal system, for example, for health and safety reasons. Then I think there are two of you here who are under 18. That's Emma and Jake, isn't it? Right, so for you two, the meat slicer is out of bounds. And of course, none of you are allowed to use the electric mixer until you've been shown how it works. Now, you may have heard that this can be a stressful job.
Let's listen to it again. This is a tricky question. Let's listen to it again.
So for you two, the meat slicer is out of disposal system, for example. First, some general regulations. For all of you, whatever your age, there's some equipment you mustn't use until you've been properly trained, like the waste disposal system, for example, for health and safety reasons. Then I think there are two of you here who are under 18. That's Emma and Jake, isn't it? Right, so for you two, the meat slicer is out of bounds. And of course, none of you are allowed to use the electric mixer until you've been shown how it works. Now, you may...
Okay, now let me say it. Let me paraphrase it. She is talking about the waste disposal unit, but we don't have any information about it. So it is like the true false not given question. This is not given to us. We don't have that information. And it says who are under 18 or above. Now I am confused too. It says none of you can't use the electric mixer, and those who are 18 or under can't use the meat slicer. It means those who are 18 or above can use the meat slicer. Yes. Yes. Yes, very good. Very good, very good, very good. It makes me very happy when you understand it. Okay, now we have again choose two letters A to A. According to the manager, which two things can make the job of kitchen assistant stressful? They have to follow orders immediately. The kitchen gets very hot. They might not be able to take a break. They have to do overtime. The work is physically demanding. Yes, I have worked in the cafes too. Let's listen. We are supposed to choose two letters.
None of you are allowed to use the electric mixer until you've been shown how it works. Now, you may have heard that this can be a stressful job, and I have to say that can be true. You'll be working an 8-hour day for the first week, though you'll have the chance to do overtime after that as well if you want to. But however long the hours are, you'll get a break in the middle. What you will find is that you're on your feet all day long, lifting and carrying. So, if you're not fit now, you soon will be. You'll find you don't have much chance to take it easy. When someone tells you to do something, you need to do it straight away. But at least we do have a very efficient air conditioning system compared with some kitchens.
Very good. What is D? They have to do overtime. It is so good that I have mentioned it. In yes, you are right. Let me see. Yasvant, Kareha, Just Nor, Jaipal. Josephine, you're right about the A. Hanish and yes, Yasvant, you are very right about the A. They have to follow orders immediately. In the audio, we heard straight away. And the work is physically demanding. They will be on their foot all the day. They will do some lifting and carrying. So the work is physically demanding. And they have a very good AC, so they are not this. They will take a break, and they do not have to do it. They may, if they want, they may have do overtime, but they are not have to do this. So it makes my answer A and E. We are doing great. Let's go to the next page and our last one. Okay, it says question 21 to 26. So it is taken from the part 3, section 3, part 3. Task 3, they're using task for the writing part, or speaking part. In this one, it's like section 3. Yes, let's see. Question 21 to 26. Choose the correct letter A, B, C, or C. General course details. What is the defining characteristic of specialized course? Taking a proficiency exam, attending the class frequently, compulsory, and regular. This is not the correct answer. The microbiology courses are available for full-time and flexible time students, microbiology students only, students on a flexible schedule. The biology courses are available for all students, full-time students only, freshmen only. Who are interested in microbiology courses? People who need work experience, people from off-campus, people who work at hospital. Who are interested in microbiology courses? A medical science course will be opened next year because there are no experimental facilities, the lab equipment is too expensive, the building is damaged. Which is the quickest increasing subjects in enrollment? Medical science, statistics, environmental science, and again we will have time to look at these questions. First, let's look at that ones. What is the defining characteristic of a specialized course? And the microbiology courses are available for these ones. Let's start.
Hello, are you Professor Van Diesen?
Yes, I am. And who might you be?
Oh, sorry, my name is Tina. I'm a freshman here. They told me I should ask you for advice in choosing courses.
Well, that's part of what I'm here for. Please come in and sit down. Now, what are your questions?
I almost don't know. Everything is so confusing. Like, what is a specialized course?
Oh, easy. A specialized course is one that is compulsory, meaning it's a requirement for your major and regular, so you can't place out by taking a proficiency exam.
Yes, very good, Suman, Api, Priyanka, and Farzeen. The first questions are always the hardest one because you are encountering with the audio for the first time. You are getting familiar with it, so you did it great. Yes, very good, Jaipal. Very good, Hanish. Very good, Noor. Let's continue. It is C, not A. The microbiology courses are available for.
That sounds pretty strict. Then what are all these general courses? I seem to have to take so many.
Nothing to be alarmed over. These are courses open to all students and not directly related to your major. The university offers these general courses to choose so that you can become more well-rounded individuals. For example, I see you're a microbiology major, so it might be a good idea to take some literature or history courses so that you can know something besides all science.
You mean these courses are like for fun?
That might be one way to look at it, but don't tell the literature professor such a thing. Think of a general course as the opposite of a specified course. A specified course is one that pertains directly to your major.
So, can I take any microbiology course I want?
Let's see. Oh, those courses used to be open to microbiology students only. The good thing is now it's open to students on a flexible schedule, so it's not only for full-time students. So the answer
Let's listen to it again. Let's forget all the answers and let's listen to it again.
idea to take some literature or history courses so that you can know something besides all science.
You mean these courses are like for fun?
That might be one way to look at it, but don't tell the literature professor such a thing. Think of a general course as the opposite of a specified course. A specified course is one that pertains directly to your major.
So, can I take any microbiology course I want?
Let's see. Oh, those courses used to be open to microbiology students.
Sorry, it says it is used to open only to microbiology students. Now it is blah blah. It says used to, so not now. Let's continue.
Students only. The good thing is now it's open to students on a flexible schedule, so it's not only for full-time students. So
It is not only for full-time students. It is not only open to full-time students. It means it is also open to full-time and flexible time students. Let's listen to it again.
so that you can know something besides all science.
You mean these courses are like for fun?
That might be one way to look at it, but don't tell the literature professor such a thing. Think of a general course as the opposite of a specified course. A specified course is one that pertains directly to your major.
So, can I take any microbiology course I want?
Let's see. Oh, those courses used to be open to microbiology students only. The good thing is now it's open to students on a flexible schedule, so it's not only for full-time students. So the answer is yes.
I hope that is clear now. Yes, we have our answer now. It is a available for full-time and flexible time students. Yes, it's saying not only open for full-time students. So it is like it is open for both full-time and flexible time students. Very good. So yes, do you see? Now we are at the section 3 and the questions are getting harder. The previous one from the section 2, now it is from section 3. Now my question is, the biology courses are available for biology, all students, full-time students only, freshmen only. Let's see.
if you have the instructor's permission. May I ask you why you chose microbiology?
Well, I also like plain old biology too. You know, full-size animals. I might even become a veterinarian. Could I take some biology classes?
Well, they are open to full-time students only, which I believe is what you are. I don't know how a freshman would get along with microbiology, though.
B. Yes, very good. Yes. Very good, my students. This is B. The biology courses are available for full-time students only who are interested in microbiology courses.
I mean, most of the students presently looking into it are from off-campus.
Off campus?
Yes, you know, people who use it in their work at hospitals, laboratories. Presently looking into it are from off-campus.
Off campus? Even become a veterinarian. Could I take some biology classes?
Well, they are open to full-time students only, which I believe is what you are. I don't know how a freshman would get along with microbiology, though. I mean, most of the students presently looking into it are from off-campus.
Off campus?
Yes, you know, people who use it in their work at hospitals, laboratories, even a police detective. Why did you choose microbiology, if I may ask? I don't think you quite answered that.
Well, eventually I want to be a doctor.
Very good. It is B. People from off-campus. A medical science course will be open next year because
At least my dad tells me so.
If I may say so, young lady, you seem a little uncertain. Still, I think that might be a good idea for a career. Of course, if you're thinking about being either a doctor or a vet, you should take some medical science classes before you even think of applying to med school.
Great! What should I take?
There is one small problem. The new medical sciences building is under construction, so there are no experimental facilities available until next year. I'm afraid you'll have to wait, but don't forget to take those courses at the first opportunity.
I think here the answer was quite straightforward. So yes, I'm getting true answers. I'm getting the correct answers. Very good. Yes. Very good, Suman, Abhi, Yasvant, Kareha, Josephine, Farzin, Noor, Joypal, Saisful. Yes, they are all true. My answer is A. There are no experimental facilities. Yes, he directly said it. Let me take it from 310. Okay.
Experimental facilities available until next year. I'm afraid you'll have to wait, but don't forget to take those courses at the first opportunity.
Oh, bummer. Is there any other course you'd recommend for someone like me?
Well, since you seem to like animals, have you ever thought about looking into environmental science?
No, I never really thought about it before. Is it worthwhile?
Quite. In fact, it's the fastest growing subject on this campus.
Okay. What is the fastest growing subject in the campus? It is very good. It is environmental science. Yes, it was quite popular in my university too. Now let's see. Is the audio giving me time?
Before you hear the rest of the talk, you have some time to look at questions 27 to 30.
Okay, let me see. Choose 3 letters A to G and write each next to the question 27 to 29. Which 3 compulsory courses must be taken? Medical science, computing, mathematics, laboratory techniques, statistics, medicine, environmental science, and this is an extra question. Complete the sentence below. Write no more than 2 words for answer. No more than 2 words. Okay. There are 3 full scholarships that cover tuition that provide 1,500 cash as a something. Let's hear. We are looking for compulsory courses and we are looking for why they are giving this scholarship.
Now listen and answer questions 27 to 30.
I'm sorry, I couldn't help noticing the long list of classes you've written out there. May I have a look?
Oh, sure.
Medical science, statistics, laboratory techniques, medicine, mathematics, computing. My, a bit of everything here.
Is it too much?
For your first semester, yes. What I suggest is starting out by taking the compulsory courses. Like we said before, the medical science can wait. Consider taking that in your sophomore year. I think I'd put off computing, too. I recommend to all freshmen that I talk to get the compulsory mathematics out of the way as early as possible, so take that one. It'll be one less difficult course you have to focus on when the science lab opens next year, and you have to catch up on classes like laboratory techniques. Your major also requires statistics, so you have to balance 2 math classes, and no doubt you should take that. Otherwise, get your required medicine course out of the way by taking something theory-based. Oh, of course, and your environmental science class, if you're interested. The others can wait, though I think computing is definitely a good idea, even though it's not required. I see, too, on your paper
Was it difficult? I think it was a little bit difficult. I couldn't catch it so clearly too. Let's hear it once more so we can have a more clear image. Let's hear it again.
Otherwise, get your required mathematics out of the way as have a look.
Oh, sure.
Medical science, statistics, laboratory techniques, medicine, mathematics, computing. My, a bit of everything here.
Is it too much?
For your first semester, yes. What I suggest is starting out by taking the compulsory courses. Like we said before, the medical science can wait. Consider taking that in your sophomore year. I think I'd put off computing, too. I recommend to all freshmen that I talk to get the compulsory mathematics out of the way as early as possible, so take that one. It'll be one less difficult course you have to focus on when the science lab opens next year, and you have to catch up on classes like laboratory techniques. Your major also requires statistics, so you have to balance 2 math classes, and no doubt you should take that. Otherwise, get your required medicine course out of the way by taking something theory-based. Oh, of course, and your environmental science class, if you're interested. The others can wait, though I think computing is definitely a good idea, even though it's not required. I see, too, on your paper there, you seem to have had
Yes, very good. Why are you saying G? Let me see what is G. It says you can take the environmental science class, although it is not compulsory. I'm not sure about the word that he used, but my answers are C, E, and F. Very good. I see many true answers. Let's continue with our last question. There are 3 full scholarships that cover tuition and provide cash as a something. Last question.
Had high marks on the entrance exam.
Yeah, I guess so.
Don't be shy. Have you thought about applying for a scholarship?
Do they have any? I mean, my dad is always complaining about how much money it costs him.
In your department, there are actually 3 full scholarships available. They cover tuition and provide $1,500 cash.
$1,500 cash? Party!
Please, miss, the money is intended more as a textbook allowance, not party money. If you promise to behave, I'll show.
Very good. Textbook, for textbook, I think Priyanka's answer was the most accurate one. Textbook allowance, yes, very good. Yes, I have many textbooks, book allowance. Very good, very good, very good, very good. And write them, because it says write no more than 2 words, write textbook together. It makes textbook allowance.
Show you how to apply.
Great, and thanks.
And this is end of my section 3, I think. Section 3 audio. I couldn't speak, sorry. Let me see. 16 or 17? Which one? Sorry. It was C, E, F. Now we have answered 17 of 17. I can submit it. Submit. Woohoo! We did all of the questions correctly. Yes. This was the end of my listening session. I would be very glad if you can fill out our post-lesson survey. You can just do it on this from that window too. Well, thank you very much for joining. If you have any questions, you can unmute yourself and ask it. For example, up here, do you have a question?
Hello, ma'am.
Hello.
Yeah, ma'am, I just want to ask that I'm struggling in sentence completion of listening section. So how do I overcome?
Let me see if do we have, let me check it. I'm looking at here, by the way, I'm looking at, you said like sentence, short answer question type. Am I correct?
Yeah, ma'am. Short of that, actually, when we have to like complete the sentence, na, like for this day, all total sentence, like not more than 2 or 3 words. I just always struggle there, and just because of that pressure, I
Yes.
make mistakes, blunders. Yeah.
Yes, I see. Because like some words are written together like the textbook and some are not.
Short
I
of
see.
that, but yeah.
But you are not certain about it too. Summary completion. Didn't I note completion? It is interesting. I remember that I did a lesson about it, but I didn't add it here. You said short answer. Sorry, I'm asking again and again, but
No worries, ma'am. Yeah, short of that, actually, like in the listening partner, like we have to complete like all the sentence is provided and we have to write one or two or three words, not more than three words on that
Mm-hmm.
area. Yeah, I'm making mistakes on mock paper actually. Like took example of today only. I started my day with listening, and I took one like first listening of April 2022, task one, and I like probably I correct like I did only 19 or 20 correct, and after that I again like take another like set of April, and I make
Mm-hmm.
only 14 out of 40, and all those are like the paper is 60-70% weightage of sentence completion only. I might get
Mm-hmm.
shocked. Like if this will happen on my D day, like if I'm appearing for it, so how can I like do that? Because of this fear, I might be make error on that day as well.
Mm-hmm. I see.
Hmm. So any like suggestion that how do I like improve this?
You can use like the yes. Thank you, Priyanka. Yes, like the Priyanka says, maybe you can take notes, and when the given time, when you have given time to for the later when you complete the audio, you can go back to that questions and you can check them again. So you should check in every answer after you have completed. When the rush is finished, you can go back in a calm manner and you can check your answers one by one.
And
Maybe
but
this can help.
yeah, my concern is like if we are like if I'm starting my like typing, so the audio sometime audio get like little bit faster than we type, than we write. No, so how can like maybe it will work sometimes, but not all of the time. Na? And like if sentence completion, like I can say in part four, most of the time in a monologue part in of
Mhm.
listening, we always get that question like more than five, not less than five. I never get any like listening set which I have done. I
Mhm.
always get in task four, like part four questions, more than five questions of sentence completion. So,
Mm.
whether I'm doing good in part one, part two, and part three as well, but I anyhow make a mistake and like do blunder in part four of listening.
Mhm.
So, by that, just because of that, I probably get around 6.5 to 7, or rarely I can get like I have get 7.5.
I see. Okay. P, maybe I can't answer it right now, but I am taking notes about this. You have problems with like the no more than three words, and you come with the listening part four.
Sure,
Yes,
ma'am.
I took my notes, and after the lesson, maybe I can send you an email about it. If you write your email in the post lesson survey, I can get your email from there. And yes, I can
On
send
that
you more details.
survey, na?
Uh,
Yeah,
I
okay.
will. I took my notes, and I will discuss it with my with other teachers too. With the speaking, yes, you know the other teachers too. I will discuss it with the other teachers. Maybe I can give you more detailed feedback that I can't give right now.
Sure, sure, sure,
I
ma'am.
need other teachers too,
Sure. You took
and
your
I need to
time, and
teach.
yeah, sure, 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 ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Maybe I can say that yes, you need to practice. You need to
Hmm.
you need to look at your answer. But for more detailed answer, I shall consult other teachers too.
Sure, ma'am. It will really grateful of you. Thank you,
Okay,
ma'am.
I welcome. Thank you, Priyanka, for the feedback. Yes, this is very nice. Recorded. Saiful, we will be uploading them to YouTube one by one. Yes, we are a little bit like off track on the YouTube videos, but there will be videos on YouTube. Let me see, Nazishkium. I was able to attend half of this class. Oh, you can find the listening exercises. Let me see. Come on. There is it. Here we have the library. From the library part, you will find the practice. And from here, you can choose listening. Let me see. Multiple choice, multiple choice. Yes, woohoo, I have so many. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We have 6 practice on the multiple choice. Let me share the link with you. Also, we will be uploading our videos to YouTube soon, as soon as we can. Okay. If you have completed the post-lesson survey, thank you very much for joining. I will be finishing the lessons in a minute. Thank you. Have a nice evening. Thank you very much for coming. See you soon. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you very much for joining. It was a nice lesson. See you soon. Good evening, everyone.